Okay, let's start. Okay, so the first question. The equation of a function y equals to blah blah blah. Find the value of y when x equals to. This one is actually just subbing in. Yeah, Bobo, I also started TikTok recently only. Last time I also don't know. I know TikTok has been around for many years, but I only recently start to do TikTok. Yeah. So if you have friends or your relative, whoever still doing O or N level, still learning, you can actually share the live with them. Okay. So this one very straightforward. Okay, first let me just talk about equation of a function y. Always remember this very important format, which is y equals to mx plus c. Okay, this is very important. You need to remember this. So my m represent the gradient. Gradient is the slope of your. Okay, someone just subscribed to my YouTube channel. Well done. So in case you don't know where to subscribe, go to my profile. I have a link there. Click on the link. The second last button is subscribe to my YouTube channel. The last button is to subscribe to my Telegram channel. Okay. So gradient is the slope of the line. Okay. Then this C will be the Y-intercept. Y-intercept means where your line cuts the y-axis. So this one very straightforward. Find the value of y when x equals to -6. Just sub it in. So I will write y equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. Okay, replace the x with -6. Then after that, just press calculator. So fraction minus 2/3, bracket -6, and then after that plus half. Plus half. So usually my half I always put 0.5 because it's equivalent. So I get 9/2. Okay. So usually I will put it as mixed number. So it's 4.5. Okay, so y is 4.5. That's very straightforward. Okay, now they say x is 3/4. It's the same thing. It's just that you replace your x to become 3/4. So y equals to, refer to this one. Minus 2/3 3/4 plus half. So same thing, you see. Do you notice just now I just use the bracket? I can use the same thing. I go back to the bracket. I delete the -6. I replace it with 3/4. Okay? And I get 0. So that means when x is 3/4, my y is 0. Okay? Warm up. This is just subbing in, very straightforward. Let's go to the next. Now is the other way around. Okay, find the value of x when y equals to 2. So I'm going to write the function, the equation of the function at this side, so it's easier for us to refer. Y equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. So this time round is they give me y equals to 2. They want me to find the x. So it's just subbing in. So I just replace. So 2 equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. So this becomes like a linear equation. You want to solve x. So the x put to the left hand side. So this I'm going to throw to the left hand side. Negative 2/3 x throw to the left hand side, change to become positive 2/3 x. The half will remain. The 2 I'm going to bring to the right hand side. So 2 is positive 2, right? Bring to the other side, become minus 2. So take this, 2/3 x equals to, of course this one press calculator, 0.5 minus 2, I get negative 3/2. Okay, so sometimes students wonder how to solve this one. Actually it's very easy. 2/3 x, what you need to do is just take x equals to minus 3/2 divided by 2/3. Okay, just divided it by 2/3. So I have minus 3/2 divided by 2/3. And I get minus 9/4. So my x is equals to minus 9/4. You want to put as minus 9/4 also can. You want to put as minus 2.25 also can. You want to put as minus 2 1/4 also can. They are all equivalent value, just different forms. One is improper fraction, one is decimal, and one is mixed number. Okay? Yes, Minecraft, this linear graph, Sec 1 topic, I think. No, it's a Sec 2 initial, the first chapter topic. So this is relevant for you. The second half whereby I'm doing cumulative frequency is Sec 4 topics, then it will not be not relevant for you. Okay, so this is the first part. Next is the same thing, but this time round the y changed to minus 2 1/3. So we do the same thing. So it's minus 2 1/3 equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. Right? Next is same thing. I'm going to put my minus 2/3 x to the left hand side. So it becomes 2/3 x equals to half plus 2 1/3. So 2/3 x equals to this one, press calculator. So I will press half plus mixed number, 2 whole 1/3. And I get 17/6. Again, solve x will be 17/6 divided by 2/3. So divided by 2/3. And I get 17, get 17/4. 17/4. So 17/4, you can change it. You want to put it as decimal, 4.25. You want to put as mixed number, 4 1/4 also can. Okay. So this one very straightforward it's just subbing in. Yes, this is a Sec 1 work. Sometimes it's Sec 2 also Anyway, this is a linear graph, straight line graph. Okay. Why you use 2/3 x? Because the equation of the equation of the line is y equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. So what I did was I just replaced the y equals to minus 2 1/3 on the left hand side equals to minus 2/3 x plus half. Okay. Yes, it's like substitution, like something like a formula It's like, actually this one is just like a formula that relates between y and x, right? They give me y, I find the corresponding x. They give me y, I find the corresponding x. Just sub it in and then just solve linear equation. Okay. So that is the reason why I use 2/3 x. Okay, next. Okay, so now we're going to plot graph. Plot graph. So now, they say copy and complete the table. So for straight line, okay, minimum actually you need 2 points. 2 points you can draw the line, straight line. But usually I will use 3 points. 3 points is easier for us to plot straight line. Okay, so over here you can see that when x equals to minus 2, you go and find out what is your y. 0 and 1 as well. So the working is you write y equals to 5 negative 2 plus 2. Okay, so usually what I do is I will put 5 bracket negative 2, 5 bracket negative 2 close bracket plus 2. Okay, usually I will put in this form. Why? So that I can actually just replace whatever is inside the bracket. Okay, and I get negative 8. So fill in the blank, negative 8. Now I go back to the bracket and replace it with the 0. So it's actually 2. Go back to the bracket, delete the 0, put 1, it's 7. Okay, so now I have the table of points. Then we can start to plot. So how am I going to plot? Let me see. Okay, over here they say use a scale of 4 cm to represent blah blah blah. I prepare my graph paper already. Let me see. Give me a moment. Da-da-da. Okay. First one, just suck in x to get the y. Yes, you need to find the x and y coordinate. Then you can plot. Okay, let's take a look. They tell me to use 4 cm. Okay, a lot of times you all always never write your scale. So usually on the top left hand side, I will write the scale. So I will put x-axis. They tell me x-axis they want 4 cm to 1 unit. So I will write 4 cm to 1 unit. Be it normal, ACAD or express, you all need to learn linear graph. So this is applicable for normal ACAD and express. Then after that, 1 cm represent 1 unit on the y-axis. So here write y-axis 1 cm to 1 unit. No, I'm just using normal ruler. In fact, straight line, I don't need curved ruler. And I also don't use curved ruler. If I will draw quadratic graph, which is not today. Today is linear graph. Even I draw quadratic graph, I still use freehand. I don't use the flexible ruler. I don't know how to use. Okay, so I always write the scale on the top left hand side. Is to remind ourselves what is the scale that you should use. So they ask us to plot the graph for the y equals to 5x plus 2, which is this one, from -2 to 1. Okay, and -2 to 1 we already have here. So sometimes students ask, is it necessary that it must be -2, 0, and 1? When they give you a range, the -2 and 1 must be on the left and on the right. The in-between, you want to put -1, you want to put -2, -1, and 1 also can. Okay? You want to put -2, -1, 0, and 1 also can. Okay? Math, I can only say you just have to practice. Of course, you have to understand the concept already, then you have to practice math, the questions lah. Okay, so let's start to draw. You have to plan. So you know your x is -2 to 1. Look at your y. Your y, the most smallest one is -8. The biggest one in this case is 7. So it means that I need to have my y-axis to have -8 up to 7. Understand? How many minimum value must plot? For straight line, 3 points is good enough. 3 points is enough for straight line. So let's start to draw. I think Joy is right. I think maybe I'm not feeling well. Suddenly I feel my nose a bit weird. Okay. 4 cm to 1 unit. So let's see. Take note, one small, actually this is equivalent. You see this one small square is 1 cm. One small square is 1 cm. One big square is actually 2 cm. They want 4 cm to represent 1 unit. So since it's -2 to 1, so I'm going to just put 1, 2, 4, 1, minus 1, -2. So I'm going to put here this way. Okay. I've been doing art tests, negative, which is a good thing. I think it's the rain that's making me having flu so I think I'm still quite safe. Take note, see this line is for me to decide my x. My x, I know I need to go -2, -1, 0, and 1. So you can see that my line is a bit to the right hand side because I need more negative okay. Then my y-axis, as in now I need to draw this horizontal line, right? This horizontal line is determined by, just now my range is -8 to 7. So you see, so it's about around in the middle. Let's say if I put here, let's say if I'm going to put here, and they say 1 cm to 1 unit. It means 0 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to go 7 enough. Then if I go below, see, this is my 0. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -6, -7, -8. Also enough. Okay? So, since it's enough, so that means I can just put, okay, right here. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a while. Got an important text. Okay, so you all can actually learn from, you all can actually try use graph paper, and of course you have to practice Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay, then after that, let's mark. So this one, I'm going to put 0. I think I'm scared you all cannot see that. Okay, I'm going to carry out. Okay, at least I can move. Okay, so I'm going to put here 0. Don't forget, it's 4 cm to 1 unit for the x-axis. So this is 2 cm, 4 cm. So this is 1. Okay? Then after that, over here, this is -1. Over here, 4. this is minus 2. And over here, I will just put arrow. Okay. Just put arrow x-axis. Okay. And then over here, 1 cm to 1 unit for the y-axis. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No problems. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Because just remember just now we need to go up to 7, right? So this is good enough. Then this one you can just erase. Please use pencil to plot graph. I got students who are power use pen to draw graph. If you draw wrongly, then how you waste the graph paper. So just put an arrow. This is y-axis. Please remember to label y-axis and x-axis. Okay. Now of course don't forget my negative. So I have negative 1. I have to go all the way to negative 8. Negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, and negative 8. Okay, so now I have all my scale is ready. So now let's plot in the points. So over here, take note, they say copy and complete the table below, right? So I have minus 2 and minus 8. So let's go and find my minus 2 and minus 8. You always read the x first. Minus 2, and then go to find your minus 8. Minus 8 is here. So actually this is the point that we want. So over here you will mark a cross. Okay, you will mark out across a point. Next is 0, 2. So 0, 2 will be this point. 0, y-axis 2. So 2. This point. Next will be 1 and 7. 1, 7. So this is the third point. Mark across. So now I have all the three. Now I have the 3 points, correct? So all you need to do is join the 3 points. Okay. See here. Join the 3 points. And see, we have a straight line. Next is, of course, remember to label your line. Okay, this was y equals to 5x plus 2. So over here, y equals to 5x plus 2. So this is how you plot the line. Okay. Okay, let's see. Part B asked me to use a scale, draw the graph, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so over here, I'm going to just write refer to graph paper. Because later we will scan in the solution and then it will be uploaded to the Telegram channel. Okay, let's see what's the next they ask you to do. Okay, over here. They say, okay, from the graph, find the value of y when x equals to 0.5. Okay, kids, you see, remember just now, the very first question, when I have the equation of the line, they ask, find the value of y when x equals to minus 6. This is by calculation, right? But over here, they said from the graph. Find the value of y when x equals to 0.5. So you cannot use calculation to find the answer. You need to go to your graph, go and find x equals to 0.5. So my x is 0.5 here. So you will come here, okay, this is my 0.5. And then you need to draw dotted line. So you need to draw a dotted line from 0.5 so this is the point we want. They want to find the corresponding y. So you need to draw the dotted line to over here. And you know that this is actually 4.5. For straight line, the calculation and the graph value is the same. Okay, of course it will be the same because y equals to 5x plus 2. When you sub the x equals to 0.5 and find the y, it will be this value. Okay, but if the question say that they want you to take from the graph and give the answer. Then you cannot use calculation. Calculation is for you to check answer. Question paper, you can get it from my Telegram channel. Not now, it's not available yet. It will be uploaded tomorrow. The questions itself, the PDF that I'm doing today, as well as the solution, it will be uploaded tomorrow. Okay? So take note, when they say from the graph, you cannot use calculation. Calculation, you can do it to check your answer. Okay? But you have to do it and show that you took it from the graph. So then, what I do is, okay, over here, of course, it's filled up here. So I'm going to just fill it up over here. From the graph, find the value of y when x equals to 0.5. So you will have to say, when x equals to 0.5, y equals to 4.5. Here. But in actual, okay, you need to go behind. Okay, behind, you have to label C part 1, right? So you will have to say C part 1, you state from graph, when my x is 0.5, my y is 4.5. Okay, some linear graph, okay, sometimes learn in Sec 1, sometimes learn in Sec 2. So, yeah, and applicable for Express and Normal Acad. It's just a matter of when you all learn it only. Okay, so we are done with the first one. Next, they say, find the y, again from the graph, when my x is negative 1.2. So I need to go to my graph, and now I have to find negative 1.2. So where is negative 1.2? So you know that this one is negative 1.5, correct? So one way to find out is, see, over here the difference is negative 1, negative 1. How many small square do I have? 10 and 10, which is 20. So I'm going to divide by 20. Press equal. So I know that one small square represents negative 0.05. Agree? So in this case, what do I do? Then after that, that means 2 square will represent negative 0.1. So this is negative 0.1 minus 1.1 minus 1.2 will be here. This will be minus 1.2. So 4 small square will represent 0.2. Understand? So that means now this is my minus 1.2. So you see, you need to go to the line. Where is the line? No longer going up, it's going down, because this is your straight line. So again, draw the dotted line. So here, plot doing, and this is the point we want, and this is the corresponding y. So it is negative 4. So I will go to behind and I will say, for part 2, from graph, when x equals to negative 1.2, y equals to negative 4. Okay? So this is C part 2. Okay? Okay, next. Now they ask, what is the x when y is negative 4.8? So now is they ask you y, so you need to go to your graph, go and find your y-axis, okay? Go and find negative 4.8. So where is negative 4.8? Negative 4 is here, negative 5 is here. So I have 5 small box here. So how do you know one small box is how much? Okay? So you can write, this is a difference of 1, right? So you can take 1 divided by 5, press equal. You see that one small square represents 0.2. They want minus 4.8. That means it will be here already, because it's minus 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8. So this is negative 4.8. So this is my y, because they ask you to find x when y equals to negative 4.8. So negative 4.8 is here, and I need to draw dotted line to the line. So draw it to here. And I need to find the corresponding x. So I have to go back to the x-axis, which is this point here. Draw the dotted line. And what is this value? This is minus 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 1.35. So this part, it will be minus 1.35. No, it's minus 1.35, not minus 1.4. Because 1 small square is 0.05. See, minus 1.1, minus 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 1.4 is here, but my daughter is in between, so it's minus 1.35, okay? So it should be, so part 3 is from the graph when your y is negative 4.8, the x is equals to minus 1.35. Okay? Okay, let's see the next part. Okay, so now we are done with this question. Okay, so I repeat. Remember to write your scale on the left hand side. Label your y-axis and x-axis. Okay, you need to plan your line. So how you're going to plan is after you get your table of points, first find out the x range. X range for this case is minus 2 to 1. That's why my table is minus 2 and 1. And then I sub in the value and find the corresponding y. After I find already, I know my y is between minus 8 and 7. So you have to plan that you have enough space to draw 0 to 7 for the positive y, enough space to draw 0 to negative 8 for the negative y, and then for your x, you have to draw from minus 2 to 1. So you can see that I have more negative on the x. That means you can see that my vertical line, I draw a bit to the right. Okay, this is how you plan. Yes, it's pretty straightforward. So this is straight line. Okay, straight line. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This one, question 3. So now this time round it's not plotting graph, it's just solving it. So now they see here a straight line with the equation y equals to 3/5 x minus 1 pass through the point P3. Find the value of P. Okay, kids, actually this one very straightforward very straightforward. They're just confusing you with another alphabet. Coordinate is always in the form of x comma y. Okay, it's always in the form of x comma y. So when they tell you that the line passed through this point, it means that you're going to sub in this x and y is related by this equation. So since they give me 3 here, that means y is 3, correct? So I just need to sub in y equals to 3 into here. So it's 3 equals to 3/5 x minus 1. Then just solve this linear equation solving x. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to bring this to the left hand side. So it's minus 3 over x equals to minus 1. 3 bring over minus 3. So I have minus 3/5 x equals to minus 4. Right? Then I want to solve my x. So my x will be minus 4 divided by negative 3/5. Then of course this one use calculator. So negative 4 divided by negative 3/5. And I get 20 over 3. You want to put as mixed number also can. So my x will be 6 whole 2 over 3. Take note, please don't put 6.6666666. Put in mixed number. So it is 6 whole 2 over 3. Okay? So don't just stop there because they ask you to find out what's P, correct? Then you just say, okay, so therefore my P is equals to 6 2/3. That's all. So it's actually very straightforward, not so complex. But students see, another alphabet, they got stunned. Okay, but it's actually just sub in, they give me y, I sub into the equation y and find the x. Understand? Okay, now part B. They ask you to determine with reason if this point 5k, k lies on this line. Okay, so how are you going to, okay, every time you want to find out whether the point is on the line, you need to use the x to find out what's the y. Okay, so again, this one, but you see, by comparing, you know that my x is equals to 5k, my y is equals to k. So what I'm going to do is always use the x. So what you do is sub x equals to 5k into this one. So I will have y equals to 3/5 x minus 1. Okay, 3/5 times 5 is 3, so this one is 3k minus 1. Do you see that? When I sub in x equals to 5k, my y is 3k minus 1. It is not equals to k. So you will write this is not equals to k. So when it is not equal, it simply means that the point is not on the line. So you will say, therefore, 5k, k does not lie on the line. No, this is not O-level, this is linear graph, but of course it is part of O-level syllabus, okay? This is part of O-level syllabus. All good. So every time they ask you to test whether the point is on the line, always take the x, okay, sub into the equation and find the y. If the y is equals to the y coordinate over here, that means the point is on the line. But if it's not equal, it means that the point is not on the line. Okay? Okay, so now next we go to question 4. This is finding the gradient of straight line. Finding gradient of straight line. So, finding of straight line is you just need any 2 points on the line. Any 2 points. So, to find gradient, you need any 2 points on the line. On the line. Okay? Wait. Okay, any 2 points on the line. So over here, of course, they already give me the 2 coordinates. So kids, take note, gradient formula is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. This is a very important formula. Okay, of course, some school use rise over run, but it is the same thing. It is the same thing. These two is the same thing. But rise over run very general, so I always use this y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So how am I going to do this? So first, I always write out the points. 1, 5 as well as 9, 6. So it's easier to see. So to find the gradient, you will take y1 minus y2. That means take the y coordinate. The y coordinate is 5 minus 6 over 1 minus 9. So of course some students ask me, can I take 6 minus 5? Yes, you can. So I shall write at the side here. Yes, you can write 6 minus 5. But make sure when you write 6 minus 5, then the denominator you also must start with 9 minus 1. Okay? So you can see that this is minus 1, this is minus 8. So the gradient is 1 over 8. Let's check here. This is also 1 over 8. You see? They are the same. So either way, you want to start from, you want to take 5 minus 6 over 1 minus 9, or 6 minus 5 over 9 minus 1 is the same. Just make sure that if you start from the second one, then the denominator also must start from the second one. Okay? And then another thing to check is, you see, this gradient is positive number. Positive number means your gradient is going upwards. And look at your line. Yes, it is going upwards. Okay, if your line is going upwards but you get a negative gradient, that means you could have made a careless mistake. Then you have to check. What if the question say find the y-intercept? Find the y-intercept means that you just need to find out where does it cut the y-axis. So you see, for this question, if they ask you to find out where does it cut on the y-axis, but of course, first of all, you need to find what is the equation of this line. Okay? In this case, you haven't have the equation of the line. You need to find the equation of the line. So how are you going to find the equation of the line is, remember just now I said, equation of straight line, very important, is this y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so I need to find the equation of the line. I have my gradient now, so it means y is equals to 1 over 8x plus c. Agree? I replace the m with 1 over 8. Okay, this one student is asking me additional question. So I put it here in red pen. The y-intercept is here. So find y-intercept. Okay, so this is the additional question here. So I put it here. So I want to find my c first, correct? So how am I going to find? You can sub any point on this line, So I'm going to sub, let's say 1, 5. Sub 1, 5. So that means y is 5. 5 equals to 1 over 8x plus c. So it becomes c is equals to, see, I take the c, keep positive, I bring the 1 over 8 over. So it's 5 minus 1 over 8. 5 minus 1 over 8, I get 39 over 8. And remember, what is c? c is my y-intercept. So therefore, the y-intercept is 39 over 8. Okay, you want to put in mixed number also can. That means, or 4, 7 over 8. Okay, so this is how you find the y-intercept. First, you use any 2 points on the line to find the gradient first. Okay, equation of the line is always in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Replace the gradient with the gradient that you have found, which is 1 over 8x. Sub in any point. Okay, for me, I sub 1, 5 because 1, 5 smaller number. If you want to sub 9, 6 also can. You will still get the same c. You will get the same c. Okay, once I solve my c, c is my y-intercept. So therefore, the y-intercept is this. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the next. Same thing, they ask to find the gradient of the line. So over here, they give me 2 points already, so I just write out minus 1, 5, and 2, 3. Okay, so find the gradient. So gradient is, remember my formula, y1 minus y2. So just 5 minus 3 over minus 1 minus 2. Minus 1 minus 2. So I have 2 over minus 3. I get negative 2/3. Remember I said check. Gradient negative means my line is sloped down. So it is a slope down, right? So this is the answer. This is the gradient. Okay, in this question, they only ask to find the gradient. Okay, they never ask to find the y-intercept. If you want to find the y-intercept, you will follow exactly the same like what we did here. Okay. Ooh. So today's straight line is just like that. Okay. I'm done with linear graph and linear graph. So basically, set 1 linear graph is very straightforward. First is to plot straight line, find the corresponding x or corresponding y value. Okay? And then after that, find the gradient. Sec 1 linear graph is very straightforward. But of course, you need to know it very well so that eventually when you go to Sec 3, you learn coordinate geometry, or when you go to Sec 2, you learn quadratic graph, you will not be so confused. Okay? So, next, we are going to do Sec 4 topics, which is cumulative frequency. Okay, it is a statistic. topic. Pardon, the diagram a bit blur lah, so I scared that I mean my answer might differ a bit lah, but not so much. Basically is you just need to know roughly how to do it, okay? The answer plus minus is doesn't matter because my diagram a bit not so clear lah. Okay, all good. Yes, I'm going to do cumulative frequency, and then I'll also talk about a bit of standard deviation. The bad news is standard deviation, I'm not going to teach you how to use the calculator because Teacher Kangie also don't know how to use the calculator. I need to search for the formula because every calculator key into the calculator differently. So I use the manual method to find standard deviation. Okay? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, give me 1 minute, okay? Teacher Kangie need to go to the washroom. Okay, help me to like and share, okay? And then Minecraft or whatsoever, can you help me to put in the chat group what? Help me to ask them to go to my bio, click on the what, subscribe my YouTube channel or whatsoever. The usual thing that I always say lah. Okay, I'll come back in a while. I am back. Hey, why never type in the chat on where to go, bio, blah, blah, blah. Minecraft? Why I give the homework to you, you never do? What, I got echo? Is there echo? No. Okay, so we're going to go to the second segment for today. We're going to do on the Sec 4 topic, Advanced Statistics, which is cumulative frequency, standard deviation, as well as I'm going to go through box and whisker also. Okay, thanks Minecraft for confirming. I thought I hear myself just now. Okay. So those who know, if you are here and then you know that your friends or classmates are learning this, you can also forward and share my live to them. And those who haven't followed me, please remember to follow me. Okay, so that when I do my live, you will get notification. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's start. So the cumulative frequency curve shows the mark obtained by 80 students in a geography test. Today, who is the one who requested cumulative frequency? I never write out the name. Doesn't matter lah. Okay, actually this is a very easy topic lah. So actually, even though you are lower sec, you also can listen lah. Sec 4, when you do this, that is very easy for you. Okay. Okay, the cumulative frequency curve shows the mark obtained by 80 students in a geography test. You can see that this line, cumulative frequency, it ends at 80, because there are 80 students. Okay. Now, the question asks, use the graph to find the median mark. Median mark is the middle. This is like the middle. So middle means is 50%. Okay, 50%. So how am I going to find is, what I want you to do is, go and take 50% of 80. So you will take 50% of 80, of course it will give you 40. Right? Then you will go to this left hand side, your y-axis, go to find 40, which is over here, and then just need to draw dotted line to the cumulative curve, okay, which is here. Sorry, my one very ugly. So after that, dot, 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 down, it will be here. And what's the value for here? It's this is 50, 52, 53. Okay, so this will be 53. Just roughly lah, because my diagram a bit. No, it's not 60. What thing 60? You see my 40, I dot 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 to the curve. Curve is here ma. My 60 is here. So actually it's between 40 and 60. So this middle line is 50. This one is 50. Okay. And then after that you have 5 box here. Yeah, I know the diagram will be blur lah. Try to see try to see. Okay, see So 40 and 60 middle is 50. From the 50 to 60, there are actually 5 boxes. One box represents 2. Okay? So 50, 52, then you can see that the line is in between 52 and 54. So that's why I know it's 53. Okay? So you will say that median mark equals to 53. Okay? Okay, next. The same diagram, they want you to find interquartile range. So need to know that this one, interquartile range is upper quartile Q3 minus lower quartile. So this one is called upper. This one is lower. So what is upper? What is lower? 75% and 25%. If you notice, quartile is just like representing quarter. It's like quarter. It's like cutting it into 4 parts. So lower quartile is 25%, which is 20. So let's find here. Okay, wait So take 25% times 80, I get 20. 75% times 80, I get 30. Is it 30? No, 60. 60, Okay, so this is my lower quartile, Q1, and this is my upper quartile, Q3. So what you need to do is go to your 20 and 60 and get the 2 numbers. So again, 20. So you will draw here, dot, 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 dot. And you will get the value over here. We state here is 46. Okay. This is, my diagram is terrible. Okay. Let me see. Give me a moment. This is 20. 5 and 5. This is 40. Okay, so roughly 44. Let's say it's 44. Let's say it's 44. 44. So my Q1. 44. Sorry, 48. 48. So my Q1 is 48. Sorry for the blur diagram. Okay, let's go to the Q3. Q3 is 60. 60. Teacher Kangie too busy to draw diagram. Sorry. Okay, so 60, go to here. Again, dot, 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 you come to here. And you will come all the way down. So let's assuming this one is 64. 64. So my Q3 is 64. So interquartile range, therefore, interquartile range just take the Q3 minus Q1, which is 64 minus 48. Okay? 64 minus 48, and you get 16. Done. Okay, so just need to remember upper quartile is 75%, lower quartile is 25%. Okay? Then this one, they ask for 80th. Actually, this one pretty much very easy to guess. 80th means 80%. No? So you will take 80% multiply by your 80 and find out. Let's find out what is it. 80% out of 80, it is 64. So it means that you just need to go to your graph, go and find 64. This is 60, so this is 70. Okay, I want 64, so 64 is here. So just go to here, find the 64. Again, rubbish, a bit 乱七八糟. So assuming it is 65. Okay, assuming it's 65. So you will just say that 80th percentile is 65. Okay? Hi. Okay. Yeah, so that's the last part of this question. They say, given that 65% of the students pass the test, use the graph to find the passing mark for this test. So 65% of the students pass the test. So we're going to take 65%. We have 80 students, right? So 65% times 80. So 65% times 80 is 52 students. So means that 52 students pass the test. This one you got to be very careful. They say 52 students pass the test. So many students make the error as in they go and find 52, okay, and then they come out and tell me that this is the mark, which is not correct. You see, if you find 52, you are trying to find that how many students fail, it's like this, and below fail. Understand? So it means the 52 pass is from 80. From here to here is 52. I need to find from here to here is 52. So I need to take 80 minus 52, 28. So I need to go 28 instead. So 20, 30, 28 is here. So in fact, from here to here, 52 pass. So this is the tricky part, kids. This is the tricky part. 52 student pass. It is this portion people pass. Those people below the mark should fail. So you should go to 28 and then again draw the dotted line and then go and find the value. Then you will see that, okay, 28 down, 50. 50 is the passing mark. You understand? Sec 4. This is Sec 4. Cumulative frequency is Sec 4. So over here, I have to take the 80 minus 52, go and find the 28. Then you will know, therefore, passing mark equals to 50. Okay, so take note. 52 students, I repeat, is the upper part. It's not from here to here 52. Because if you go and find here, it means that, you see, if I'm going to find 52, common sense over here, wow, my passing mark is 60 marks. That means it's not too high. The passing mark is too high. Okay, so we are done with this question. All good. Okay, so now we're going to go to the second question for cumulative frequency. Any question? I think it's pretty straightforward other than my ugly graph. Okay, let's continue. Okay, they say that the diagram below shows the cumulative frequency curve for the marks of 400 pupils in an English language examination. So find the 15 percentile. This one is better. Just now that one I think 已经是 draw until like don't know like what already. Okay, this is slightly better. So 50th percentile is just 15% of 400. So just go and find 15 out of 100 times 400. 0.15 times 400, and that will give me 60. So this one, just go to find your 60. See 50, this one no need to say, this is 60. So then after that, draw. And you will see that it's this value here. So this will be 24. Okay, 24. So you will say 15 percentile equals to 24. Done. Okay, so the next one, they say if the passing mark for the English language, go to my TikTok post. I got post one video about what pen I use. So cause so many people asking me about the pen. Okay, so if the passing mark for the English is 48, find the fraction of the student who failed. The information can be presented in a box and whisker plot as below. Okay, so now they want you to transfer the information here into this box and whisker. Okay, yes, always. Okay, so what you need to do is let's answer their first part first. They say passing mark is 48. Find the fraction of students who failed. So let's go to 48. So 48 is here. So then you will go up. Okay, so over here, that means this will be 210, 220. So 220 fail. 220 fail. Wow, poor thing. So it's 220 students who fail. They want the fraction, so it's just out of 400. And then reduce this to the lowest term. 220 over 400, and I get 11 out of 20. 11 out of 20. So that's the answer for, where is it? 11 out of 20. Next, I need to fill in the blank. So you see, they already have you to, okay, take note, box and whisker. Okay, box and whisker. I'm going to write out what are the important parts. First, this point here is called the minimum. The ending part here, this is the maximum. This point here, this is the upper quartile, which is the Q3. This is the lower quartile, which is the Q1. And the middle one is the median, which is the Q2. Okay, so these are the important parts that you need to know. Then they ask to find the A, B, and C. So let's go back to the diagram. Lower quartile, remember, is our 25%. So of course, I need to go and find my 25% first. Wait, let's find out. So 25 Q1, 25% out of 400 means it's 1/4 times 400, which is 100. My Q2 is my median, so it's 50% times 400, which is of course 200. My Q3, it is 75% out of 400, which we know is 300. So with this, I will go back to my graph and go and find 100, 200, and 300. So go to 100 and I get 30. So my 30 is my Q1. Go to my 200. Here. So this is in between. So I have 42, 44, 45. So this is 45. So my median is 45. Then I need to go to my 300. Go to my 300. Draw all the way down. You can see that it is 60. So this is your Q3. And if you notice, actually they already give me my Q3, which is 60. So it actually tally. It's actually tally. So my B was what? The B is median. So just now we have found that the median is 45. Okay, 45. So you will say my B, my A equals to what? My B equals to what? And my C equals to what? My B we know is the median, which is 45. My C, okay, I haven't found yet. My A is what? My A is the lower quartile, which just now we have found, which is 30. Okay? C. C is the maximum. No need to say. My maximum is 400. Agree? So, it means that you will just take 400. Okay? My C is maximum is 1. Sorry. My bad. Maximum marks. Maximum marks, not maximum student, Maximum mark is only 100, So yes, it's 100. Okay? So this is my A, B, C. A, B, C. All good. So this Fox and Whisker, remember all these things, Toing. Minimum, maximum, lower quartile, upper quartile, and the median. So Fox and Whisker is giveaway mark, giveaway mark. Okay, let's move, here, let's see, Last part, they say hence or otherwise find the interquartile range. Easy, why? Because you already have Q3 and Q1, correct? So Q3 and Q1 is just take their value, which is 60 minus 30. So you will say my interquartile range equals to Q3 minus Q1, which is, my Q3 is what? 60. My Q1 is 30. Yes, 30. Thanks, Raphael. Okay, so we are done with this question. Let's move on. Okay, we have one more cumulative frequency. And then after that, I'm going to talk about standard deviation. Standard deviation. Okay. I need to go and dig the standard deviation formula. Okay, found it. Yesterday, a student just asked me about the standard deviation formula. So I have it on his WhatsApp. Okay, so again, this graph also not that bad, Raphael, right? Not so ugly also. This one, I think it's only the first graph that's there. Okay, so the weight of some boys in the Sec 4 are taken. So a cumulative frequency graph is shown. So they ask you to use a graph to estimate the median weight. Median. So, okay, kids, this one, take note, I purposely choose this question is because a lot of times the students see the y-axis, see 100, then they will say that they will take, median take 50% out of 100. But it's not correct, You take note of this graph. Do you see that it ends here? It ends here, It didn't end at 100, It ends at 90. So your 100% should be 90, not 100, understand? Your 100% is 90 and not 100, Look at the last point, the ending, So to find the median, I have to take 50% times 90, not times 100, Take note, So it will be 45. So then I have to go to 45. Okay, so 40 is here, 45 will be here. So then I will go 45, dot, and then again come down here, dot. 81, 82, so assuming this is 82 lah. Oh my god, I almost got it, I thought it's 100. Yes, Raphael, no, this is not your bad. This is actually common mistake. Many students always look at the y-axis, but take note, kids, you have to take what's the maximum, understand? Okay, so I will say, therefore, my median weight is equals to 80. I'm assuming it's 84 lah. 81, 82. 82 lah. 82 kg. Done. Okay, so now again they ask the interquartile range. You notice cumulative frequency, the questions that they ask is always the same. Interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So of course I have to go and find where's my Q3 and Q1. So what you need to do is, okay, where's my calculator? Okay. Remember upper quartile is 75%. So 75, how come it's 82? Okay? See here. I did 50% times 90, which is 45. So I go to 45, I dot down. So 80 is here, 85 is here, So 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. It's either 81.5 or 82 lah. Agak. Because again, my graph is not so clear here. But it's around there lah. You know where to find can already. Jean, correct? It looks like 81.5, looks like 82 lah. So either one Okay, so then after that, let's go and find my Q3. So my Q3 is 75% times 90, So it's 67.5. So go and find your 67.5. Wow, faint. Okay, so let's see. 一个格是 10, 2, 62, 64, 66, 68. So in between, like maybe here lah. Agak-agak. My one is not so clear. Okay, so 67.5, you will go and find that's the upper quartile. No, kids, just now I mentioned already. Your y-axis maximum is 100. But look at your students. Yeah, because the point end at 90, okay? Kids, take note, the point end at 90, So then after that, draw the line, okay? Yeah, good. So today you all learn this very important thing, So again, 86, 87, 88, 89. Okay, I'm going to guess that it's 89 lah. 89. So this is my Q3, So my Q3 is 89. Let's find my Q1. So can someone tell me Q1 is what number? See whether anyone listening in class or not. I'm going to review the answer. So can someone tell me Q1, where do I go and look at? What number should I go? Q1. So can someone tell me Q1, where should I go? Wow, nobody can answer. Q1, where should I go on my y-axis? Good. At least somebody respond. Well done. 25% of 90, so it should be 22.5. So we will go to 22.5. So 22.5. So around here lah. Okay, so then you will go to 22.5. Then go and find the value here, which will be 71. Okay, so my Q1 is 71. So go back here, 89 minus 71. So it will be 18. Done. 16 percentile, 60% of 90. So 60% of 90 is 54. So you will go to 54. Okay, this is 50, 52, 54. And let's go and find a value. Here, come down here, 84. 84, huh? It will be 84. So go back here, you will say that the 60th percentile equals to 84. Okay? Lastly, the last part. Okay? They ask for the percentage of the boys. This topic so hard to understand. Minecraft 会难咩? If you notice, 我一直 lower quarter, upper quarter, lower quarter, upper quarter 跟 median 而已. Okay, but don't worry, okay? You still have 2 more years. Okay? You are not going to be tested this yet. So, the percentage, so just take note on those main things that he's in the sec 2. So just take note on the main things that just now I highlighted. Like for example, just now that one is always look at the maximum, which is 90, not 100. Things like that. Okay? So just take note of the important parts. When you go to sec 4 and learn this topic, then at least you remember, Teacher Kangie talked about this. Okay? Okay, the percentage of boys whose weight are between 72 and 90 kg. So you will go to 72 and 90. So 72 will be here. I have to go and find the value. Okay, this time I'll use the red pen because so many numbers already. So this is my 72. I will go up 72. And then I find the number. So assuming it's here. It's a bit here. So it's 22 . Just now was 22.5. So now it's 23. So I will say it's 23. Remember, just now my lower quarter is 22.5. So my red color is above my 22.5. Definitely you cannot use 21, right? So it's 23, 23. So my 72 kg, it's at 23. Then I need to go and find my 92 kg. Is it 92? Sorry, 90, They want 90, Okay, so now I need 90. 90 is here. So just move up. And it's just 70. So I need to take this number of students are between these. I will take 70 students minus 23 students. So 70 minus 23, it will be 47. So it means that there are 47 students. See, what I did was I go and take 72 and it was 23. 90, it was 70. I take 70 minus 23. These are the number of students who are between 72 and 90 kg. Okay, so it's 47. Then they want percentage. So I want 47 out of total students is 90. So it's 47 out of 90 changed to percentage times 100. So 47 out of 90 times 100, and that will give us 52.222, and round it off to 3SF, 52.2%. Okay? Sam, I think you need to help me to you check the solution, and then after help me to answer help me to change the answer sheet, the answer. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, we're going to talk about 2 more questions. Question 5 very straightforward. Question 5 again is a box and whisker. I just want to recap again. Okay, and then this is standard deviation. Okay, again, like I mentioned, I'm not using calculator to calculate my standard deviation. I'm using the manual method. Okay, manual method. So, look over here. This is my another phone. Okay, this is the 2 formula, the one in red color. This is the 2 formula that is going to be given during exam. Okay, the left hand side one is the mean, which is the average. The right hand side, which is standard deviation. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite the formula over here. So the mean, I use red color. Mean formula is sum of fx. When you see this funny symbol here, it is called sum of. So sum of fx over sum of f. Okay, standard deviation formula is square root sum of fx square over sum of f minus sum of fx over sum of f square. And if you notice, this is actually the mean. Okay, so this is the formula that will be given. So you need to understand what is the formula about. Okay, so this table, manual table. So I have this is the table that they will give you. Okay, they will not be so kind to give you this table. It's impossible. I just show it to you here. So usually they will say, okay, the score of 20 students in the quiz are blah blah blah. So this is how you read. Frequency means how many students scoring 0. I have 1 student who scores 0, 1 student who scores 2, 3 students who score 4, 8 students who score 6, 5 students who score 8, and 2 students who score 10. So this is how you read the frequency table. So come back here. Okay, X is the data 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So see here, find the X, I just fill it in accordingly. So it's 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. F is the frequency, so it's just 1, 1, 3, 8, 5, and 2. So the first 2 columns is X and F. You want to write F and X also can, doesn't matter. Next, so student asked me, how am I going to know what are the so-called the heading or the title of each column? You look at your formula. Look at your formula. Sum of F means what? Sum of F means I'm going to add my F. So actually this part is called sum of F. You just add all this. And we know that my sum of F is 20 because there are 20 students. Okay, then you look at the formula again. Sum of Fx. Fx means what? Fx means F times X. Okay, so I need to have F times X. That's why you see I have a column with it, which is Fx. So Fx means what? Means F times X lor. So 0 times 1, I get 0. 2 times 1, I get 2. 4 times 3, I get 12. 6 times 8, I get 48. 8 times 5, I get 40. And then 10 times 2, I get 20. So that's called Fx. And then sum of Fx means you just add all these numbers together. So I have 0 plus 2 plus 12 plus 48 plus 20. Plus 40 plus 20. 48, 40, 20, yes. And I get 122. So my sum of Fx equals to 122. Okay? Now, you look at your mean. Sum of Fx I have already. Sum of F I also have already. Now, these 2 columns come from where? Look at your standard deviation. Look at this part. You see, this is f times x squared. F times x squared. But I don't have my x squared yet, ma. I need to have my x squared. That's why you need a column which is x squared. So x squared simply means look at your x and square it. 0 square means 0 times 0 is 0. Okay, 2 times 2 which is 4. 4 times 4 which is 16. 6 times 6 which is 36. 8 times 8 which is 64. 10 times 10 which is 100. Okay, and then fx squared means what? F times x squared. That means take these two columns, multiply them together. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 4, 4. 3 times 16, 48. 8 times 36, press calculator. Where am I? 8 times 36, huh? 8 times 36 is 288. 5 times 64, 320. 2 times 100, 200. And again, I want sum of fx squared, right? So over here, sum of fx squared equals, add all these numbers together. So I have 0 plus 4 plus 48 plus 288 plus 320 plus 200. So it will be 860. Of course, for those students who know how to use the calculator, go ahead. But a lot of times, I can tell you, last minute, students forget how to use the calculator to key all this data and then they calculate for you. So I always use the manual. Manual method you will not forget. Why? Because formula sheet is given to you. These two formula is given to you. Correct or not? If these two formula is given to you, you just look at what you need. Oh, I want sum of fx. So I just put the table with f and x. I want sum of f means I add the f. Then over here is f times x squared, means I need to have a column of x squared. I want fx squared means I need f times x squared. Multiply already, sum of x squared means add them together. You understand? So this is how I determine what column I want, just by looking at a formula which is given to you during exam. So in case you forget your calculator, you still can use the manual method to do it. Okay? This is really giveaway mark. The only thing is, of course, you have to be careful on the calculation. So, calculate the mean score. So, I have my formula over here. So, my mean will be sum of fx over sum of f. Sum of fx, where is it? 122, 122. So, just take 122 divide by sum of f, which is 20. So, I will have 122 divided by 20, and that will give us 6.1. 为什么 mean 是15呢？ Let's see, I do the manual method, 0 times 1 times 2 times 1 plus 4 times 3 plus 6 times 8 plus 8 times 5 plus 10 times 2 minus 20. Yeah, 6.1 为什么是15呢？ Minecraft, how do you get the mean score is 15? Mean score cannot be 15. You know why? What is your maximum score? 10 marks. So how is it possible that they score an average of 15 marks when your full marks is 10 marks? Agree? So, average, that means you see, you can see that one student score 0, some students score 2, 4, 6. The average must be a number between 0 and 10. No, you cannot divide by 2. You know why? Because there are 20 students. You also cannot add the x. See, see how you read this frequency table. This is a common mistake also. I have, okay, I want to have the average score. Fx is 1 times 0. Yes, correct. For this case, it's 1 times 0, the first one. This one. Okay, so you see, I want the average score. So this is how you read. I have one student who scores 0 marks, so it's actually 1 times 0. I have one student who scored 2 marks, so the total score is 1 times 2. I have 3 students who score 4 marks, so it's 3 times 4. I have 8 students who score 6 marks, so it's 8 times 6. I have 5 students who score 8, so it's 5 times 8. I have 2 students who score 10 marks, so it's 2 times 10. Add them all the marks. Just now I product them together, right? So now I'm going to add them together. That is my total score of the 20 students. 20 students, how do I get? 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 give me 20 students. They also tell me it's 20 students. So I will add them together, the multiplication, add them together, divide by 20, and that's how we get the average is 6.1. Can, Minecraft? Yeah, so this is how you interpret the frequency table. Okay, lastly, they asked to find the standard deviation. So I'm already ready to find standard deviation. Why? Because I already have the formula and I have all the numbers, just plug them in. So standard deviation, square root, sum of fx squared, which we have 860, so it's 860, divided by sum of f, which is 20, minus the mean square. If you notice, the formula inside this bracket is actually the mean. So since I already calculated my mean, so I just put 6.1 here and square it. And then after that, press calculator. So square root fraction 860 over 20 minus bracket 6.1 squared. And we get 2.406. So round off to 3SF, 2.41. 3SF. Done. What is the standard deviation? Standard deviation is like trying to say the spread of your data. Deviate. What does deviate mean? Deviate means how your data deviate from the spread of your data lah. I should say the smallest the standard deviation is means your data are very close to each other. Okay, if your standard deviation is a very big number, means the data is very big. It's like for example 0 to 1000, it's like so big. Your data is like wow, such a big spread. Then your standard deviation is a big number. If your data is like between, let's say only let's say 2 to 6, so it's very small range. So the standard deviation means it's a smaller number. So in other words, standard deviation is something like the spread of your data. Understand? All good? Huh? Good. So the last one is the box and whisker, which is very straightforward. It's actually just a recap on just now what we went through. So remember. So now let's see whether you all remember all the dots that I mentioned here. So the first dot, what is it? Can someone tell me what's the first dot? I'm happy with the first dot, minimum. Just now in front I got say, max order, okay. So this part is minimum. What is the second dot? What is the second dot? What's the second dot? Nobody, Ayo. So fast, all forget already, Okay, box and whisker, if it come out, it's like giveaway mark, Okay. So the second dot is the lower quartile, Q1. Yeah, lower quartile. You all Sec 4 one, lose to a Sec 2, Sec 2 can answer me lower quartile. Q1, lower quartile. The middle one, the third dot is what? Quick, Sec 4. Any Sec 4? Come, quick, faster than the Sec 2. Prepare. Yes, median. Median, no, upper quartile is the third, the next dot. So this is the median. This is upper quartile, which is Q3. Then this is lastly the maximum. Okay, I repeat 2 times. In front I also mention this part, I also mention because it's important. Yes, well done. So this one never mentioned about the range. So what is the range? So take note, kids. This is, see, part A is called high. This is they're doing Sec 4 cumulative frequency. This is the range. You look at this one. This is called the interquartile range. You see, there got 2 difference. Interquartile range. This is the range. So there is a difference. The range without the word interquartile is using maximum minus minimum. Yeah, anyway, we are ending already. Now you listen also very blur for sour cream. Minecraft is also in Sec 2, but he's also listening. So maximum minus minimum. So look at this. My maximum is 18. See that? 18. So you will take 18 minus the minimum. Minimum for this case is 12.5. So just take 18 minus 12.5 and you get 5.5. So my range is 5.5. Lastly, first quartile means it's lower quartile. So that means over here 13.5. So this is 13.5. The third quartile, which is over here, upper quartile, which is 16. So this is 16. The median, which is in the middle, this is between 14 and 15. So it's 14.5. Then my interquartile range is equals to Q3 minus Q1. 16 minus 13.5. Okay, 16 minus 13.5 give me 2.5. And we're done. Yeah. So we are done for the day. Okay.